I claim I think Survivor should go first.
There you go. Go for it.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Now, my question is, which agenda do I bother to reveal?
Well, let's start with Act 1.
Oh.
Okay. I thought we were just going by person, then reveal it act by act.
We could do it that way.
I played 3 different people. That's why I'm asking.
That's true.
It's like, well, when it's your turn, you start with Act 1 and move forward. It's like, but anyways, I am the glorious Stump King, and I played Liar on Cham. It's like, everyone's best buddy. It's like, during Act 1, my agenda was do your duty, and who's trying to talk over me?
You're echoing.
You're echoing.
Am I that loud? I'm trying to talk over myself.
Oh.
I told you, when I edit, I have to turn you way down.
No, you said I was the one you didn't have to. But, do your duty and help your fellow crewmates as best you can. Now, Act 2. The crew is in danger, and the crew is your family. Protect them with your life, if need be. Act 3. Get all surviving crew to safety by any means necessary. I didn't get 100%, but I fulfilled every agenda every time. Unfortunately, the crew died.
Oops.
Gary
Are you
Snook.
ready for mine? Yes. Okay. For Act 1, before the cargo run to Sutter's World, you received a special order for 966 from Wayland Yutani. The Montero will be redirected to investigate the USCSS Cronus, a science ship missing for 73 years. Make sure the Montero crew investigate the Cronus, but be careful, don't do anything to raise suspicions. Be helpful and make the crew trust you. You are a synthetic undercover agent named Lucas working for Bionational, a corporate rival to Wayland Yutani. The rest of the crew don't know this. You have been informed that the Montero will be redirected to investigate the USCSS Cronus, a science ship missing for 73 years. Make sure to follow along with the investigation. Whatever you do, don't expose yourself as an android. I think I did pretty good at that stuff, keeping that hidden agenda and the fact that I was an android.
Never liked your character.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. You raised a red flag with me very early on, but I didn't catch the android thing until I accidentally stumbled upon that one video.
You must learn more. You must learn more about the xenomorphic materials on board the Cronus. Ask the crew, access the ship's logs, do anything else you can to learn more about this threat. But be careful not to raise suspicions among the crew, and don't expose yourself as an android. So, I think I did not really look into the xenomorphic stuff too much. And Act 3. You must stop Wayland Yutani from getting an alien specimen back to Earth, at any cost, even if it means murder and suicide. Kill anyone with detailed knowledge about the 26 Draconis strain. And,
Okay.
well...
Wow!
I mean...
You did that.
I did that.
I did that. I didn't even think about the android thing, honestly, at all. It's like, I think I thought of it briefly as like the joke, because that's like the standard twist in most alien games. But
Yeah.
to think that you were a double agent, and that explains like all the stuff at the end. It's like I did not expect that.
Yeah, that was the twist.
Where, ironically, I saw the double agent thing immediately, because when he awakened before me, despite the fact that we are quote-unquote scheduled to wake up at the same time, that was my first clue something was wrong. That's why I never trusted him.
I
So
just
let me
felt like it was
reveal...
because he was a
corporate agent. That's why he got special
Yeah,
treatment.
I thought that he was just because he was a corpo.
Well, the
Ironically, that never
quasi-monotone
occurred to me.
voice was supposed to be on that end of things, but let me reveal Special Order 966. Direct the crew to repair and return USCSS Cronus. Use of force authorized. Remove Montero from equation. Transfer crew to Cronus. Return all xenomorphic materials priority 1. All other priorities rescinded. Awaiting acknowledgement. So yes, I totally sabotaged the Montero earlier.
It's like I thought. I figured you were, like I said, the most likely candidate, but I also suspected Rye just because it would have been a twist.
Both of
And
us.
then
I've never done that.
Then I tried to get in on the good side of everybody by like buttering up Rye, trying to get her like, okay, look, you could be the captain now, and
Right?
and I saw some good in like, well, that Cam could be useful since you were really good at fighting Chupacabra.
Luck my way to survival.
Yep.
So who in the audience put money on Cam surviving the entire thing?
Honestly, no offense, no, I did not.
Forever GM powers activate.
Right? Hilariously enough, had I not done that out of a instinct or a last-minute suggestion on my own part, I would have expected Kai to have survived.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that myself. But no one can, predict becoming catatonic.
Well, I mean,
we're-
like I said, it was in your defense. Had I not been playing a pirate character, I probably wouldn't have done anything to you. But my logic at the time was, I don't need any issues if I'm trying to secure this ship.
Had you not been playing a pirate character and come aboard that way, I probably wouldn't have done what I did.
The award, though, for the most touching moment has to go to Kai.
Oh, absolutely.
Adam, like, let me say this. I blew up the ship and killed you all. I'm going to sleep fine tonight. After Kai's performance, I don't know how you're sleeping tonight, dude.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah, you shot catatonic Rye, and she had that poor photo in her hand, and like, oh my
Look
goodness.
at this photograph.
I will
So
say,
good.
for what it's worth, I did give her a posthumous toast.
Yeah. I didn't like Rye's character very much either, but that was very touching. It changed my mind completely about the entire character.
That, I will admit, did catch me by surprise.
I mean, Rye's my buddy.
Had I known that the entire time, that would have definitely changed how I had gone against was not the word I was looking for. Interacted with that character.
So you guys want to know what Rye's agendas were then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Find any angle to get more money out of this shit cargo run. Your sick brother back home needs the cash badly. Act 2.
I didn't know about the sick brother, but I knew that you were trying to get money. That was
Search the Chronos for cash and any... So I think for Act 1, I did relatively well in at least getting some people to agree to get me more money.
Yes.
For Act 2, search the Chronos for cash or any other valuable items that you might be able to sell back home if you survive. The ship is derelict anyway, right?
Yes.
I looked, but other things came up as well. So there's that. And Act 3, strike any deal to get enough money to support yourself and your family for good, no matter what the cost to your soul. I went catatonic pretty quickly in this session, so I couldn't really continue doing that, but I was kind of doing that all along.
I mean, to be fair, what type of person do you think Cham's bus buddy would be?
Yeah.
It's like, you really think that Kai could have been that awful a person, and someone like Cam would be best buddies with such an awful person?
Yeah. Rise bio that I had been given was that she's bitter because her job sucks. You know, she's just the labor goon, and practically everyone on the ship is getting paid more for doing less. You want to work less and get paid more? Your younger brother is chronically ill, and your family keeps bugging you to send more money to support him. If there's a way to increase your share on this run, you'll do it. Loyalty doesn't pay bills. So if you have to flip on someone to make more money, so be it. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Hence why you went with Wilson easily.
I feel like, despite anybody not liking how her character was, I think I played it out properly.
You did. You did. And like I said, I'm going to chalk that up to my inability to read people. Had I known what you were going for, I would have played that very differently and tried my best to help you.
But
IRL, because that's what I would do.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is, we don't know that type of thing, and she's not likely to, you know, sob story people of, I need more money to support people. It's no. She's annoyed that, you know, the captain makes more money for sitting around telling people what to do. The corporate goon makes more money for, again, standing around and telling people what to do, and won't even get his hands dirty. Which is why when she became captain, she actually did something. She wanted to repair things. She wanted to actually try and make things work. You know, be the better captain.
So, what was Reed's goal?
Mm-hmm.
What was Reed's agenda?
Reed's agenda was to terminate all threats on the Kronos crew with extreme prejudice, no matter the risk to yourself. I didn't really get a chance to do much with that guy.
Yeah.
Or even barely look over his sheet.
Hilariously enough, at that rate, why did you not blast me when you had the chance?
Because trying to get the rest of the people off the ship as it was self-destructing seemed like the more important thing to keep the crew safe.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. In my case, it was more survive at any cost. If that means allying with someone even temporarily, so be it.
I wanted to try and get the people of the Kronos off to safety. You get left behind if it came out to be that way.
Which I did.
Yeah. So that was how I decided to play that, instead of terminating people as in, I'm just going to go on a rampage for whoever's not part of it. We're about to explode. Just terminate everybody by getting the others to safety. But we ran out of time because doors were locked. So.
That was evil.
Mm-hmm. So evil.
Alright, Zanny.
Okay, let's see. First, I gotta pull up. Wow! You adjusted it in the journal as Dead Leah Davis.
I had to keep track of who was alive and who was dead.
That's beautiful! Okay,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, that caught me by surprise. Okay. My agenda in Act 1 said, God, these cargo runs are boring. Take any chance to break the monotony. Act 2, you really need another fix. Now. Search the lab on the Kronos for stimulants. And yeah, what the rest of the crew, I assume was not to know was that she had been basically possessed by one of those aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Which was why she went nuts and started blasting everyone with the flamethrower.
Yeah. I picked up on that.
She completely lost control of herself.
Something is wrong. Your skin itches and hurts. Red blotches appear first on your hands, then your arms, then the rest of your body. Then a crippling headache sets in. It feels like your head is changing shape. Finally it fades, giving way to a growing urge to kill. Your fellow crew members are no longer your friends. They are your prey. You must kill all humans with your bare hands. We didn't really use bare hands, but you know.
Kill all humans.
I did
Kill
realize
all humans.
I did not realize it said bare hands.
Hey, sexy mama, wanna kill all humans?
My brain said, I have a flamethrower, let's use it.
Worked for me.
As for Pin, who I never did discover if they had a surname or a first name, whichever the case may be, it literally said follow and protect Balaji no matter what the cost or the risk.
You failed miserably at that.
Yeah. I honestly, even above table, don't remember what happened to Balaji. I would have to watch the previous episodes again to even get an idea.
He went to go check on Horton. The mechanic with you.
Yeah.
And I had him in the stairwell when your ship started doing barrel rolls. So, stairs.
And that's when we ended that episode. That's why I lost track of what happened.
Yep. So between episodes, I rolled a bunch to see who was alive and who was dead. And he took enough damage to sustain an injury. He had a severed arm. So I just went with, if he gets checked on, maybe he gets help. If he doesn't get checked on, he's just dead.
Okay. So once again, that came down to my poor memory. I completely forgot about Bellagio at that point.
You were a little busy getting thrown around a ship.
I would have gone to check on him.
You were a little busy getting thrown around a ship. You're fine.
True. Also, I'm trying not to, for lack of a better term, metagame. I'm acting more on instincts at this point than I am an actual plan.
If you go to bio, does it give a full name for Pin?
Let me check. Pinion.
Helpful. So no full name. Got it.
No.
Okay.
I'm the hired muscle on the Sotillo.
Okay.
It says Pinion grew up with Balaji in the Solomons, wherever that is. In their teens, they stole moon shuttles together. A year older than Balaji, Pinion once accidentally crashed a commercial transport while joyriding and wounded 6 people. Balaji took the fall and went to juvie for the crime, keeping Pinion from suffering a real prison sentence. She has stayed loyal ever since. At 1.95 meters, Pin is the muscle of the Sotillo crew. Pinion enforces Balaji's will.
There you
So
go.
basically, whatever Balaji said to do, Pin did.
Mm-hmm.
But we got separated, so Pin had to act on her own. Which is part of the reason why her decision-making capabilities were bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so our beloved captain.
Captain!
Mm-hmm. So Captain Miller's agenda was follow company protocol, get the job done, and cash in. Don't do anything to risk your paycheck. Maybe the next run pays better. I was pretty bad at that. I shouldn't have risked my life to save Cam.
We all make decisions.
You didn't try to save me. It was a dual mission to increase success.
I could have run in the opposite direction, but I chose to try and
You stood
take
your
that-
ground.
I went after it. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that.
For,
I was
to be
being
fair,
smart and
you were one-shotted, so that wasn't. And
Yes.
then that's like versus like all the other time. I mean, I confronted the same creature. Well, actually, various versions of the creature, and still came off. Well, you just got shit lucked with that one.
yeah.
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 It's
Okay,
like-
and then and then Clayton's agenda was bring both Flynn and a sample of the 26 Dracona strain back to Wayland Utani for a nice fat paycheck, no matter who you need to kill to get there. I didn't actually kill anybody, but I was very, very close to leaving the ship with both of those things. I never should have left. I felt like if we're going on the space, you should probably have a spacesuit, though.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it sounds like Wilson would have either stopped you and or killed you anyway, so...
It would have been a lot harder if I was already in the EEV to probably if I needed to hack my way to get it to leave. I'm the only one with the code,
Hmm.
and he didn't really know it was there.
So for the second act, Miller, it would have been finding the Cronus is a huge opportunity, even with monsters aboard. Find a way to get out from under the corporate yoke with an upgraded ship or enough money to buy a new one. Yeah, that would have been your second act's agenda.
Should have used my money more. Clayton had $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, those things that were green and paper-like, really, real money, not credits.
Right? I don't know who uses this anymore, but I got it. It's like hoarding gold now.
Yes.
right?
So that was Chariot of the Gods by Aliens RPG. Did you guys have fun? What did you think? Love it? Hate
Yeah.
it?
My first Alien game,
My
and I
first
won.
official Alien game. I've played through the first act.
Yep, and I've run a couple of one-shots for you too.
Right, but I mean,
Yep.
I'm talking in the sense of a full-blown campaign.
Yeah.
So you finally got to get back at my character. How do you feel? Some sort of vindication?
Somewhat. Although I will admit it was tempered by your speech.
But
And
people
then-
got to know that she was an asshole for a reason. So maybe, because Cam survived, there might still be some money going to her brother, who knows?
Oh, of course, I might as well want to get cashed out. But again, I am the sole proprietor of the ship now.
Yep.
It's like, that's probably again we'll probably rename the ship after. It's right. It's
Aww.
say Captain Rye, the ship, the Captain Rye. Paints the captain's seat gold.
You call it rye. If you ever have to do a bounty hunting thing, you'll be the catcher on the rye.
That's it.
Right.
That.
So really quick, the people who rolled over a 13, I think were Rye and possibly Clayton. That was you two?
Yeah.
With Davis or with Pin?
Pin.
Okay. Just for shits and giggles, Pin and Rye, would you each give me an empathy roll?
I gotta pull my sheet back up.
So what happens in Alien if you roll a 13 or higher on the panic rolls? You have
Oh,
to
I
make
guess I would have had all my stress at the time. So here, let me do that again.
Yes, you gotta include all that stress.
all 10 stress.
Well, son of a Namek.
Okay. So you both, quote unquote, passed your empathy roll, which means that you have empathy for the situation, and you get a permanent mental trauma. Would you each roll me a d6?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Pin. If your character would have survived, it would have had a phobia. You would have been terrified by something related to what caused you to panic. Your stress level increases by 1 within short range of the object of your phobia. If you stay close to it for more than a single round, make a panic roll.
Which
So
I was going to say, what would have been the trigger?
So I think it was when Clayton screamed, and I said that, you probably think that the aliens are back. So I would say, anytime that you are near a dangerous alien. And Rye, you turn to alcoholism. You must drink alcohol. You must.
Does the drugs I took from Davis count? Could that have been instead of alcoholism?
So basically, Rye will end up drinking herself. Literally.
You must drink alcohol every shift or your stress level increases by 1. You cannot relieve stress without drinking alcohol. Drug use would have been number 5. Yeah, 3 would be nightmares, 4 would be depression, 5 is drug use, 6 is amnesia. So
they have rye whiskey in Canada, don't they?
Oh, she's gonna go find the rye.
Well, that answers my question. Because I will say, Canadian whiskey, for what it's worth, is actually pretty good.
Hey, I think I heard the words Canadian whiskey.
You did?
Yes.
That's my preferred type of whiskey.
It's one of my favorites. I will say that.
Crown Royal Black.
Crown Royal Vanilla. If I do black, I have to have a chaser. It's okay, but yeah.
So my cat is currently chewing on the tabs of this book, which is not nice. But while we wait for Rye to come back with Rye, yeah, tabbing out your books is awesome. Did Rye find the Rye?
Raspberry lemonade. Close enough.
Ah.
Yeah. Or in this case, it would be Riseberry.
Kitty.
I have a stray cat. That is a cat that does not like attention ever.
I was gonna say they're just like, nope, I'm out. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. All right. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for playing.
Thank you for running.
Had a great time. Next week you guys will see the 19th hole by Call of Cthulhu. That's what will be airing for, I think, 2 weeks. I think that was 2 episodes.
Most.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. You guys rolled really, really well and skipped a bunch of stuff.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content that you just saw, consider joining one of our games at startplaying.gaming/rollwithusDMs.